Tonight, Boston, Massachusetts. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. And tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. We'll take a look at the Celtics right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference. And checking out Cleveland, they're in the 6th position.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they've had a nice run here to start the season. Up there near the top of the standings and looking like they're comfortable.
No doubt about that. It hasn't taken them any time to announce that they're a different team this year. One that's ready to take the next step and join the ranks of playoff contenders.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the court. You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Nance. And it's Okoro in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Thompson in at the center. Now here's Thompson. Passes to Tatum. Clock at 4. Nailed from three-point land.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammate.
Sexton the pass to Okoro. And the rejection by Tatum. To the paint, Walker finds Thompson. Good on the bucket.
Well, the shot selection from Tristan Thompson is going to come from tight range like that.
Down low, here's Sexton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Smart.
The Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker. It seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
Smart against Sexton. Now here's Smart. Not a lot of room. Good D by Drummond.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Okoro kicks to Garland. Sexton against Smart. Back to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. In the corner, Smart with it. Shoots over Okoro. Smart misses. It's been a slow start here for Cleveland, trailing by 5. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Walker dishes to Thompson. Outside, Smart. Walker looking for an opening. That one good for 2.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now, here's Sexton. He had 25 points in the win against Brooklyn. And the pass to Nance. And here is Drummond. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Here's Walker. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Okoro. No points in the game yet for him. Tatum against Sexton. Yep, it counts.
Again, more and more of these pick and rolls help Sexton settle into the pace of play.
Now Walker, he's coming off a 19-point game against Philadelphia.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Here's Sexton. Kemba Walker making his last shot. The shot's good from Nance.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
Thompson outside. And Tatum out top the key. Now here's Walker. He's tightly guarded. Misses the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Okoro. The dish to Sexton. Garland the pass to Sexton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Sexton's got 8 points. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. A nice shot by Tatum.
And you love that offensive mindset from Tatum. Relentless when it comes to scoring.
Now, here's Garland. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Drummond finds Sexton. Over Smart. And Tatum pulls it down. Boston leading by 3. Smart with the ball. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Yep, that one goes. Smart's got his second basket of the night.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Garland kicks to Nance. Sexton on the wing. Oh, Nance in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
This is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first. Tatum looking around. For the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston.
A terrific shooter with the range and confidence required to be successful. Tatum loves to let it rip.
Now, here's Sexton. 8 points for him. Pass to Garland. From outside the arc. Connects from three-point range.
Well, Garland, a volume shooter right now from deep. He's capable of getting hot.
There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Tatum. That one goes in.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Garland the pass to Drummond. Sexton against Smart. Here's Drummond. Tries again. And it's good on the layup.
pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And here is Tatum. 10 points for him. He gets it in there.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Smart against Sexton. Baskets coming early and often in the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. And we'll be back right after this. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how his upbringing helped shape his approach to the game.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so is anybody...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Prince out there with Allen, and it's Garland in at the 1. And that one, good. Garland's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Cleveland.
Garland out there doing a great job creating space with the handle, playing with some confidence.
Here's Brown. A shot missing. Cavaliers go the other way with it. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. Sexton dishes to Garland. It's a floater. Oh, trying for it. No good. Boston leading by 3.
And what Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career, but around the midway point, he really started to take off.
You wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season. And maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his second year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing.
Outside Tatum. There's the pass to Smart. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Knocks down the 3 balls.
Well, Sexton feeling it right now, being assertive and getting to the spots on the floor that he wants to operate.
Outside, Smart. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Kevin, you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5. It's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Got a piece of it. Over in the corner, Brown. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Celtics lead by 7. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Osman, defended by Tice. It's good.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
Here's Pritchard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the inside. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got the lead back up to 7 now for Boston.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now Garland. He's got 5. Back to Allen. That's a 2 from Sexton. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Smart. Here's Pritchard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Here's Garland, picks one up. The Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Smart against Sexton. Allen outside. Back to Sexton. Allen trying to break free. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, this is the one guy you did not want to see get started. He started.
Boston leading by 7. Now here's Brown. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
Here's Osman. He's covered by Brown. Garland with it. He's got 5. Floats one up, and Pritchard pulls it down.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. Jason Tatum on top.
There is no doubt he is one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. I mean, he's capable of putting up some huge numbers from that wing position.
Well, the biggest number among them being that scoring average. He provides high-octane, high-energy offense at all times, and there's virtually nothing an opponent could do to slow him down. Say your prayers.
Garland, the pass to Nance. And the shot goes in. Nance has got 6.
Used to getting pushed around a little bit, Larry Nance Jr. does a nice job of finding enough room to score.
Here's Pritchard. Tice inside. Defended by Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Okoro kicks to Garland. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. He continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. The feed to Williams. The kick out to Tatum. Just 3 to shoot over Nance. A new 14 for Boston. Got a piece of it. Brown outside. Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Lets it go from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. There's Garland, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Garland's got 4 points this quarter. Celtics leading by 8. Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. And here is Allen. 30 seconds left to play in the first half. To the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Allen's got his second basket.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
Nance against Tatum. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Tatum's got 14 points for the game.
Offensively, just versatile. Tatum keeps his defenders on edge with so many moves.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading in the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside you. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 14. And it's just about time now for the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Boston. Walker and Smith to go. Around the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately. He has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Smart kicks to Tatum. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
There's Garland. Lays it up and banks it in. Garland's got 11 points.
Pretty effective off the bounce there. Garland quick, and that got him to the rack.
Walker the pass to Brown. Back to Walker. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Brown outside. Here's Walker. Missed it. Even after all those chances, the Cavaliers trail by 9. Now Garland. 11 points in the game. Outside, Sexton. Clock at 6. Rebound, Boston.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Tatum kicks to Walker. Again, the miss by Walker.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Sexton up top. Passes it to Okoro. Shoots over Walker. Misses off the left iron.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
They get it again. And it's Brown missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Sexton the pass to Garland. Back to Sexton. Nance outside. Now here's Okoro, guarded by Tatum. Okoro's shot is off.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And that one is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Sexton, the pass to Drummond. He can't hit that time. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Now, here's Garland. Guarded by Smart. Here's Drummond. Yes, that goes in. Drummond's got 6 points.
You can tell how comfortable Drummond is down there. Excels at using that size in close to the basket.
Walker dishes to Smart. It's Brown on the wing. Now here's Drummond. He has 6. Sexton, the pass to Nance. And stolen by Tatum. And even 3-on-3 break. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Is on Colin Sexton.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Ojale is checked in for Smart. Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Cleveland. Sexton with the bounce pass. Okoro with it. Inside, Nance. And Nance slams it in.
Pretty good use of the screen and roll, as Larry Nance Jr. does a great job of slashing right after setting the screen.
Thompson finds Walker. Here's Ojale. Back to Walker. Puts up a 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Okoro with it. Brown's there. A nice shot by Okoro.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Walker the pass to Thompson. Tatum on the wing. Shot, high post. Thompson. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And Drummond kicks to Sexton. And there's the pass to Osman. The shot, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Brown dishes to Walker. And the 3-ball is good. And it's a 12-point Celtic lead.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Sexton with it. Picked up by Thompson. And Thompson sends it back.
The shooter just can't help but throw that ball into Tristan Thompson's hand.
And stolen by Sexton. For the finish. And Sexton slams it in.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Thompson outside. Pass to Ojale. Over Sexton. The shot by Ojale, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
The Celtics have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Williams, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson.
A prolific scorer in this league. Walker just keeps getting better. One of the most elusive covers in the game today.
He lobs it up.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Tatum. He's got 21. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And this is going to be an asset for Tatum. His ability to get to the line. Very good at using his body to draw contact.
And so he makes both from the line. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics out in front, up 10. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Down there, keep playing with poise and playing together. Down here, we've given up a few more baskets at the rim. Stay pulled in. Be up to touch, weak side. Make sure you're helping us. Keep fighting.
Well, defense is huge for Coach Stevens, wanting more intensity.
And encouraging them to just be stronger down there. They're making it too easy right now.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So on the floor for Cleveland, JaVale McGee is out there with Allen. Then there's Sexton. And it's Windler in at the 2 spot. 5 to shoot. Here's Teague. Brown trying to free himself up. Excellent D there from Allen. One-on-one fast break. Here's Sexton. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Here's Teague. Buries it down low. Teague's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics. The Cavaliers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Windler, the pass to Allen. Sexton on the wing. Chalk up 2 there.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Sexton against Teague. Brown jams it in.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
Sexton against Teague. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded closer. Here's McGee. Outside, Sexton. And another shot. And Boston with the rebound. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. And here is Teague. Kicks it to Williams. Ojale passes to Williams. They get a hand on it. McGee with it. Picked up by Brown. And here's the fast break. Feeds to Allen. Pass to Windler. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. High post try. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Sexton looking good from that spot on the floor.
Now Brown passes it to Ojale. Now here's Brown. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Marcus Smart's checked in for Boston. Cleveland also making some changes. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Osman. And it's Garland in for Sexton. Garland with it. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Brown feeling out a bit. Here's Williams. And Williams with the stop.
Yeah, something that Williams does so well, clean as he has inside positioning. He just goes for the finish.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Up top, Brown, headed by Prince.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
The pass to Garland. Back to Prince. From deep. Second shot opportunity. Williams with the block. Outside Teague. Count it. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row. They turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
And Thompson kicks to Walker. A three-pointer off the mark. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He throw good, Drummond.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Walker, the pass to Brown. Looking to end his cold spell, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
That's a two from Sexton. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
The kick out to Tatum. Back to Walker. Lee pass was put in just the right spot. Walker's got 11 in the second half. The Cavaliers trail by 16. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
Walker, the pass to Brown. Thompson looking for an opening. Tatum kicks to Walker. Over Garland. Again, the Celtics good for two.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Celtics.
foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And they took charge when it counted, and be notching their 9th win overall. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Jason Tatum.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Garland with it, working on Walker. Basket good.
Pretty silky smooth floater from Garland that time.
41 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside, Walker. 8 away. And it's Brown missing.
Well, he wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Here's Okoro, and he banks in the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. 17 points was their biggest margin. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.